Hey, yo, it's your boy Richard Allen. You're now tuned into the Richard Allen Show. Now, tonight, super late tonight, I want to talk about a couple different stories that I seen. Now you know for a fact, if you look at my channel, these stories are going to be super diabolical. Condolences to all the victims. Anything I say or any reaction that we have, we don't want to sensationalize. If I said that word right, we don't want to hype up or add anything to anything diabolical to happen, but news is not always good, unfortunately. Um, but I seen this, it's a couple stories that grabbed my eye. One in particular, I said I gotta go report on this right now after I seen it, right? Now, I'm gonna jump right into this story. Let's jump right into the story. So this is a Dollar Tree. I believe this is a Dollar Tree in Florida. Got the wrong screen up. So this is a Dollar Tree in Florida. And there was a body found in the Dollar Tree. I mean, self-explanatory. A body found in the freezer of a Dollar Tree. What the hell happened here? Now, I want to play a couple different videos and let's find out what actually happened here or what didn't happen here. You know what I mean? Because how did this happen? Now, this is a woman's body found in a Dollar Tree freezer. I can't even say it. Can't even say it.
Dollar Tree store in Miami. Local 10's Roy Ramos is live at the scene with the latest. Roy.
Miami.
That happened over the weekend.
A woman found dead inside a freezer at a Dollar Tree store in Miami. Local 10's Roy Ramos is live at the scene with the latest. Roy.
Ladies, and that Dollar Tree is now open for business, but police tell us that this victim ended up making her way into this restricted employee-only area by herself. In fact, surveillance video shows her walking into that freezer alone.
Damn.
Crime scene tape blocked off the entrance of a Little Havana Dollar Tree off Southwest 8th Street, 9th Court, after Miami police said 32-year-old Helen Maciel Garay Sanchez was found dead inside a freezer Sunday.
You start thinking about what's going on, and I got concerned with what I just learned, that there was a person found dead.
Customers we spoke with shocked to hear of the death of a woman described in this GoFundMe page as an anesthesiologist, originally from Nicaragua, who was a mother of 2 children, who sadly lost her life while visiting Miami.
So said that the workers at the Dollar Tree don't recognize her.
Investigators said she was found just after 8 a.m. by an employee at the Dollar Tree, and it appears that Sanchez walked into the store by herself Saturday night, didn't make a purchase, but made her way to a restricted employee-only area where the freezers are located. She remained inside overnight, and tragically, her body was found the following day.
Yo, so I'm gonna rewind this a little bit. So what about this story doesn't add up? Something doesn't add up. So something about this story absolutely doesn't add up. Now, I'm not saying that she got killed. The first now I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna say this condolences to any victims that died. Now, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. The first thing I'm thinking is she was either drunk or on some type of drug. She wandered back to where she was and she passed out. And obviously, if you passed out in a freezer, it's a good chance of you not surviving. So, am I tripping, or that there's some pieces to this story missing? So I'm going to go back a little bit to see if I missed anything, to see if I'm tripping. But it's just a couple pieces missing to this story.
GoFundMe page as an anesthesiologist, originally from Nicaragua, who was a mother of 2 children, who sadly lost her life while visiting Miami.
So said that the workers at the Dollar Tree don't recognize her.
Investigators said she was found just after 8 a.m. by an employee at the Dollar Tree, and it appears Garay Sanchez walked into the store by herself Saturday night, didn't make a purchase, but made her way to a restricted employee-only area where the freezers are located. She remained inside overnight, and tragically, her body was found the following day. And the victim's family now trying to transport her body back to Nicaragua, where both of her children are. If you'd like to help that family with those expenses, we've put that GoFundMe page on our website. You can find it at local10.com. For now, in the Little Havana area of Miami, Roy Ramos, Local 10 News.
Yeah, so
New details after a
let me watch. I'm gonna watch another video before I draw a conclusion of what happened there. So no, let me watch the other video. I was going to say something. Let me see something. So let me look at one more video so we could draw a conclusion on what happened there. Something ain't right there, right? Let's see what happened. Yeah, something ain't right there. So let's see if this video will give us any more clues to what happened in this case before I draw a conclusion myself.
body found in a freezer inside a Miami Dollar General.
Local 10's Brett Nees just arriving on that scene. Brett, what can you tell us?
Alexis and Christian, this is a very new scene. This is very active here behind me. So let me step right out of the way and show you exactly what's going on. Right in front of this Dollar Tree off of Southwest 8th Street. It's a very busy one-way street, but you can see some of the police cars that are in front of the Dollar Tree. And over to the right, you can see a couple of the detectives. They are talking to a couple of people that may have been here at the time of this discovery. This Dollar Tree was supposed to open at 8 a.m. You can see some of the police officers that are right there in the front doorway. But at 8 a.m., City of Miami police got a call that one of the employees here discovered a woman's body in the freezer. Now, the freezer section in this building is in the back portion of the store. It's not clear who this woman is at this point. We're working to find that out. We're also working to find out if that person has any connection to the store, but that employee making that gruesome discovery right.
So they probably did this before they did the last one I showed you. So I'm gonna draw my own conclusion about this. So pretty much my conclusion of what happened here. Now this is the lady's body being found in a Dollar Tree freezer. So they said that the lady, they went back and reviewed the tapes. Nobody brought her in there. She came on there on her own means. It was Saturday night. She's from out of town. So to me, it's safe to say that this lady, I'm not going to put drugs on her. So I don't want to put drugs on this lady, but it's safe to say this lady may have been drunk. She's out of town. It's a Saturday night, Miami. Maybe she was a little drunk. She wandered in the doubt. I don't know how you could like not notice somebody going back in the employee entrance, but you can't totally put that on the store staff because their job is to do what they're doing, not check the freezer for people passing out. So the conclusion that I'm going to draw is this lady allegedly may have been drunk or on some type of substance or whatever. I can't say it's drugs. And she wandered into the employee entrance and she probably passed out back there. And then, if you pass out in the freezer, it's a good chance you're not going to live. So that's condolences to this lady. But I think that's what happened there. But it's still super diabolical. Now, the thing that's crazy is when you go back to the last video that I showed about this same topic, The dude said the store is now open for business. They don't give a damn about somebody dying. Obviously, Dollar Tree doesn't really care. You know, they can't shut down a couple days or you know what I mean, nothing. Now, what I would want to know as a customer is what freezer did this lady die in, and is my food going to be in that freezer? Because if this lady just died yesterday, is you're not going to tell me that they clean that freezer out that fast. You know what I mean? You're not going to tell me that they magically snap their hand, you know what I mean, and clean that freezer out that fast. And was it the ice cream freezer? Was it like what freezer did this lady die in? If it was me, I'm not going to this Dollar Tree for at least a good year. Knowing somebody died in there, I don't even want to be in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, I know some of y'all are not really psychic, but after somebody dies in the freezer in the Dollar Tree by accident, I don't think I want to go buy. I don't think I want to go to that Dollar Tree for a while, right? Now, this was in Miami. And like I said, it's safe to say this lady was probably on vacation. Vacation, Saturday, Miami. The lady was probably drunk or on some type of drugs or something like that. So it's super diabolical. You know what I mean? Be careful. Always have like one person with you, you know, in case you pass out or, you know, that type of thing. But yeah, that's a crazy story. Yo, leave a comment. Would you go back to that Dollar Tree, especially the day after somebody died in the freezer? I definitely ain't getting ice cream after that. I'm gonna tell you that. Because I go to the little Dollar Tree in Philly and they got the Briars, and sometimes I get the little $5 strawberry Briars. You know what I mean? I buy it and take it to my grandma. I don't know about that one. Right after somebody dies, yeah, you don't know about that one. Now, let's take a look at this case that happened in New York. I thought this was going to be like my number one thing I was going to talk about. I'm going to talk about it now. Let me find it. How did this happen? I'm trying to figure out how this happened. So in New York City, there was a lady visiting from out of town. She was changing her baby in the bathroom and got stabbed. So let's find out the details on what happened with this lady from out of town. She's visiting New York and she got stabbed while changing her baby in the bathroom. Now, was it an altercation? Did they exchange words? That's the one thing they're not saying.
Viciously stabbed inside the Macy's New York City flagship store.
Now, it was in Macy's.
Mother who was viciously stabbed inside the Macy's New York City flagship store works for the LA County Sheriff's Department.
She was changing her baby's
Damn.
diaper in a bathroom at the time of yesterday's unprovoked attack. And as reporter Jamie Roth from our New York sister station explains, the suspect has already been charged with attempted murder.
Damn.
The suspect in this attack is expected to go before a judge tonight. She'll be arraigned on several charges. The woman she's accused of stabbing is in law enforcement. She works for the LA County Sheriff's Office. They come from all over to hit the city's holiday hotspots.
Why does that matter? Y'all catch that? I'm gonna go back a little bit. Why is there emphasis that this lady that got stabbed is in law enforcement? Is it because y'all know that you're going to practice you? So why is there emphasis on the lady that got stabbed being in law enforcement if everybody's going to get equally tried, right? See, to me, they know that when you do something to a cop or somebody in law enforcement, that the charges are going to come down a little bit harder than if you weren't in law enforcement. Because notice how they keep putting the emphasis on this person being in law enforcement. Who cares? It's a lady. She's not at work. She's not even in. Listen, She's from California. It's a long way from California to New York. She's in New York, and you getting stabbed in the bathroom while you got your baby. What does it matter that this lady that got stabbed is in law enforcement? Now, if the stabber was in law enforcement, then they probably will be trying. They might be trying to protect the actual lady that's stabbing them. Like if it was a cop stabbing somebody, it probably they would be talking a little different. So why are they putting emphasis on that? It's weird. Who cares?
Stabbed inside the Macy's New York City flagship store, works for the LA County Sheriff's
Who
Department.
cares?
She was changing her baby's diaper in a bathroom at the time of yesterday's unprovoked attack. And as reporter Jamie Roth from our New York sister station explains, the suspect has already been charged with attempted murder.
The suspect in this attack is expected to go before a judge tonight. She'll be arraigned on several charges. The woman she's accused of stabbing is in law enforcement. She works for the LA County Sheriff's Office. They come from all over to hit the city's holiday hotspots. Amanda Kirby and Stacy Reed, best friends for 20 years, here for a winter getaway.
So we looking at this. One thing I'm not going to let them do. Now I'm gonna show you this. Let me actually. I should have did this before. One thing I'm not going to let them do, right? Remember when that guy just stabbed that lady, right? They showed his picture right away. They're not even showing this chick's picture. So I'm gonna show you this chick's picture. I should have did this prior, but we're gonna improvise right now. Not even showing this chick's picture. Hold on, I'm gonna show you what the chick look like. Notice how they not showing this chick's picture, and you can see the look of the face of the news reporter. They trying to hide what this chick look like. They absolutely trying to hide. Hold up. They absolutely trying to hide what this chick look like. Hold up. Me going here. Let's find this chick's picture. They playing. These news media outlets. They always want to play games. I noticed that. And it's like it's super noticeable that they want to play games. Cause as soon as a nigga do something, you can steal a box of cereal and they're gonna show your face. you can steal one Cheerio out of the box and they're gonna show your face on the news. So we're not gonna play these games. And really, it don't matter. Anybody that stabs a lady in the bathroom while she got a baby, like we should be able to see your picture. You know what I mean? So we're not gonna play these games, Yeah, we ain't playing games with y'all. We're gonna show this lady picture right away. Before I even finish the story, we're gonna show this lady picture. I gotta make sure I do this, because these. Now I did a little research on this case. Let me see. So let's put this lady on the screen, right? So this is the lady right here that's on my screen that stabbed a mother while in the bathroom at Macy's in New York City. So this is the lady right here, redhead lady, Caucasian lady that stabbed the mother. So if you just tuning in, I had to cut the news report a little short that I was watching because they won't show what this lady fucking looks like. Excuse my French. Now I'm gonna go back a little bit and I'm showing you this I wasn't trying to make an example of this, but this just popped up as we go. They won't show what this lady looks like. Now I'm gonna go back. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they will. But let's see. Maybe they will. Let me finish the report. But they would not show what this lady looks like.
And keeping their guard up.
We literally are like, don't lose each other. Like, stay with each other the whole entire time, obviously.
Yesterday, a couple from California came to Macy's. At some point, the woman went to a bathroom on the 7th floor to change her 10-month-old daughter, and it was here that she was randomly attacked, stabbed in the back, and slashed on the arm.
Damn.
Yeah, I just hope everything's okay. But yeah, we were literally on the 7th floor, so in the bathroom.
It's pretty disturbing. It's very disturbing. Wow, be safe.
It's just unfortunate that that's the world we're in right now, is things like that happen.
Police are charging
All
43-year-old
right, there she
Carrie
goes.
Ahern with the crime. Ahern is
See, they was taking their time to show what she looked like.
originally from Tewksbury, Massachusetts, but police say currently she's homeless. No prior arrests until now. Now she's facing attempted murder charges.
Who cares if she homeless or not? She stabbed somebody. See how they trying to when that dude stabbed that lady in North Carolina, dude was homeless too. Not saying that it's any better, but they didn't care. Like, who cares if this lady is homeless or not? You stab somebody, listen, it don't matter what color you are. When you stab somebody, that's a neutral thing. Let me take this shit off the screen. So let me go back. So I had that shit on the screen. Let me go back a little bit. So this is them showing what she looks like. They're taking their time, but they finally showed it.
And Stacy Reed, best friends for 20 years, here for a winter getaway and keeping their guard up.
We literally are like, don't lose each other. Like, stay with each other the whole entire time, obviously.
Yesterday, a couple from California came to Macy's. At some point, the woman went to a bathroom on the 7th floor to change her 10-month-old daughter, and it was here that she was randomly attacked, stabbed in the back, and slashed on the arm.
That's awful. Yeah, I just hope everything's okay. But yeah, we were literally on the 7th floor, so in the bathroom.
It's pretty disturbing. It's very disturbing. Wow, be safe.
It's just unfortunate that that's the world we're in right now, is things like that happen.
Police are charging 43-year-old Carrie Ahern with the crime. Ahern is originally from Tewksbury, Massachusetts, but police say currently she's homeless. No prior arrests until now. Now she's facing attempted murder charges.
Yo.
A spokesperson for Macy's says we are.
Hey, yo. Shout out to KV Opinions Vlog. I just seen what you just said. You said that's Chucky's mom. Ah. Yo. I'm not laughing at what happened with the victim. Yo, I just peeped what you just said. Yo, she do look like Chucky's mom. Hold up. Yo, the lady do look like Chucky's mom. I just say that. Hold up. Let me go back up. Let me put the picture back on the screen. Yo, my man said, so yo, you stupid, yo. So look, my man KV Opinions Vlog, like I got the little picture of Chucky up there. He said the lady that stabbed the lady in New York while she was changing her baby in the bathroom looks like Chucky's mom. You 100%, she does look like Chucky's mom. 1000%. Yo, I just peeped that. Shout out to you. Let me see what else my man said. She said she's not gonna be homeless now. Yeah, her ass is going to jail. She got a place to stay. He said she got a new home with new bracelets. Yes, she do. She definitely going to jail. Now they trying to say insanity and all that, but nah, you got the baby with you. Like this lady got the baby with her and everything. You got to go to jail. I'm gonna go back a little bit.
Really on the 7th floor, so in the bathroom.
It's pretty disturbing. It's very disturbing. Wow, be safe.
It's just unfortunate that that's the world we're in right now, is things like that happen.
Police are charging 43-year-old Carrie Ahern with the crime.
Chucky's
Ahern
mom.
is originally from Tewksbury, Massachusetts, but police say currently she's homeless. No prior arrests until now. Now she's facing attempted murder charges. A spokesperson for Macy's says, "We are deeply saddened about the incident. The safety of our customers and colleagues is our top priority." The 10-month-old child was not hurt during the attack. The woman who was stabbed is in stable condition at a local hospital. Both she and her partner work for the LA County Sheriff's Office, and during the attack, he was able to jump in and subdue the attacker. Reporting from Midtown Manhattan, Jamie Roth, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
So yeah, 100%. Let me make sure this not. So 100%, like my man said, this lady looks like Chucky's mom. So I'm gonna put her back up on the screen. So this is the lady. Let it pop up. Bring. So this is the lady right here that stabbed the lady in New York City in Macy's in the bathroom while she got her baby girl. You know what I mean? So you change. So imagine you go. Imagine you go and you trying to change your baby girl in the bathroom, right? So imagine you going shopping and you got the kids with you. You trying to change your baby girl in the bathroom. You got your baby with you, and this lady just come stab you in the back on some diabolical. Like I was gonna say the bride of Chucky, but like my man says, she looks like Chucky's mom. 100% Chucky's mom. So that's super diabolical. Now, the craziest thing about it is this story is it's a lot going on. You know what I mean? But on Twitter, I'm gonna tell you how racist Twitter is, right? On Twitter, like everything a black person does, all these dudes is like, this is preposterous and all this type stuff. Now, I post it every time I see them do that on Twitter, is this. So a lot of these dudes on Twitter are like really disingenuous racists. Like, not only are you racist, you a disingenuous racist. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't when a white person does something, they try to downplay it. But if you look at my show, I got everybody does crime. It don't matter what color you are. But on Twitter, a lot of these dudes are disingenuous racists, right? And that's pretty much Twitter. Now, 100%, this lady does look like Chucky's mom. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. But yeah, like when you go on Twitter, there's some disingenuous racists on that joint. Yep. So let me see what other story we got up here. Let me see what else we got. But 100%, that lady's going to jail, and that's crazy. It don't really matter, yo. And this would make society real sick, right? It don't really matter who's doing some of these crimes, right? It don't matter who's doing some of these crimes. Like, if it's diabolical, it's diabolical. It don't matter what race they are. Like, after they do the crime, it don't matter. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, he's black. It don't matter. Then a white dude do the same thing. It don't really matter. Like, if a white dude do it, it ain't no greater sin. You know what I mean? In my eyes, if a black dude do it, it's no lesser sin. So a lot of y'all are sick when people do something. You out here defending axe murderers. Y'all axe murderer defenders, y'all need help. Because I'm black. If a black dude do something crazy, I ain't defending you just because you black, bro. Like real rap. So let me see what's going on. Let me see what's going on with these California Colts. Like what's up with this? Yo, when I first left for college, you ever leave for college and your mom be like, "Don't join the quote, don't join a coat, join a no damn coat." You know what? I don't want to talk about no coats right now. I want to talk about. Let me talk about this shit right here. Let me see something. Because this right here. Let me see it. This. So listen, if you own property, this is a nightmare for you. So we all know what squatters are. I want to see what's going on with this squatter in Atlanta.
Don't really care about private property.
Adriana Ward found that out when she discovered a stranger was living in her house. The home on Twin Brooks Court in Marietta is for sale. When a realtor tried to show it over the weekend, the lockbox was missing. Ward rushed over and noticed other problems.
I usually let the blinds open of the property. We see the 3 blinds fully shut down.
And the deadbolt had been changed. She called police, who knocked on the door. The man who answered said he lived there.
This is my house. I have squatter rights.
According to an arrest
Hell
warrant,
no.
Timothy Pyron told police he moved into the home and was nesting. He said he was protected under Georgia's squatter rights and that he had possession of the home due to a peaceful, hostile takeover.
Hell
Police took
no.
Pyron into custody. Then Ward got a chance to look inside.
Insane amount of smells to incense and
Yo, so let me say this, right? Leave a comment in the chat. I could be wrong, right? I'm gonna show you my man's picture, right? So we know what a squatter is. Let me find my man. Let me find my man right. Hold up. I want to ask y'all a question. So you buy a property, right? A lot of people buy property to rent, right? And this question is to you. And what the hell happened here? Let me see what happened. Hold up. Yo. Hold on one second. Let me see something. Trying to think what the hell happened there. So look, let me ask you a question. Right? I don't know what the hell happened there. So you buy a property, right? You come home. Well, let me see if this joint is working. So you buy a property, right? You come home, and so put it like this: it's a good chance that when you buy a property, it's going to be unoccupied for a little bit of time, right? So you might be popping up to do something on your property, and then you got this dude sitting on your property talking about squatters' rights. Now, this landlord was like a looks like a white lady, and she got this black dude occupying the house. I'm in Philly, right? I know a lot of now. It might be easy for me to say this, but usually when people try to do this, it ain't really with like no black owners, like, you know what I'm saying? Like and I could be wrong, yo, but I know if you try to do this to a black, just say you a black dude, right? A lot of black dudes I know, you know what I mean, in Philly that own property and stuff like that, right? You kind of still got that crack house mentality. That's listen, I don't really hear about that much squatters in Philadelphia, because you still got, listen, you on my property, we still got that crack house mentality. Like, even though it's my property and the property is legal, you not setting up shop in my house. You know what I mean? Talking about some squatters' rights, because you will be removed with unconventional means. So I'm gonna repeat that again. I don't really hear about these squatter cases like that. You got like West Philly, North Philly, Uptown. These black property owners in Philly, you will be removed with unconventional means. Talking about especially this dude right here, you know what I mean, looking like the move people trying to see, we had the move people and everything in Philadelphia on Osage Avenue. We had the move people setting up shop, squatting and all that. So we seen this all before. So I see this happen in a lot of other states. I don't really see this happen. Now I know people break in houses and they occupy some houses in Philadelphia, but them black hood house owners, I don't really see these dudes trying to set up shop in these neighborhoods, because black people in Philly, you still treat, like, even though everything is legal and you ain't selling drugs up out of there, you still treat your property like it's a crack house. Like you own a crack house or something. And you see somebody in your property, they will be removed. You're not gonna call the cops. You're gonna run in there like it's a crack house and get this African booty scratcher looking dude up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Talking about squatters' rights. He in there burning incense and everything. My man, he's in this lady's house burning incense and everything. You know what I mean? You will be removed with unconventional means in Philadelphia. Now this is in Georgia.
On Twin Brooks Court in Marietta is for sale.
Marietta.
When a realtor tried to show it over the weekend, the lockbox was missing. Ward rushed over and noticed other problems.
I usually let the blinds open of the property. We see the 3 blinds fully shut down.
And the deadbolt had been changed. She called police, who knocked on the door. The man who answered said he lived there.
This is my house. I have squatter rights.
According to an arrest warrant, Timothy Pyron told police he moved into the home and was nesting. He said he was protected under Georgia's squatter rights and that he had possession of the home due to a peaceful, hostile takeover. Police took Pyron into custody. Then Ward got a chance to look inside.
Insane amount of smells to incense and marijuana. It was like so penetrating that our eyes were red. Insane amount of trash inside of the room. He also had pets. He had these gerbils.
Ward believes there needs to be stronger laws to protect homeowners who have unoccupied property. Pyron was not arrested for living in the house. His only charge was criminal damage because when the deadbolt lock was changed, there was structural damage to the door.
I wish this don't happen to anyone else because it is really traumatic.
Ward says she believes the man had been living here for 4 or 5 days. She has since added more cameras, both inside and outside the home, to keep a better eye on it. In Marietta, Denise Dillon, Fox 5 News.
Nah, hell no. Hell no. And see, yo, I don't hear this with a lot of black Philly landlords. I don't really now I'm not saying a race car, but I'm just saying what I know. Right? I don't hear this problem happening a lot. Let me remove this. So listen, I don't really hear this problem happening a whole lot. Now I notice when I look at like different states like Atlanta, definitely in liberal cities, I see this happening a lot, but I don't want to go into that. But I don't really hear about the squatter stuff happening that much in Philadelphia with black owners, because these black landlords, you treat that, even though like that property is super legal, you super legal, right? You still got that like that crack house mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to live in my crack house, you know, the crib totally legal, but yeah, if you in my crib, I'm paying taxes on it and all that, you probably going to get removed with unconventional means. You know what that is. You will be removed unconventionally. You know what I mean? And I think more people may need to do that. So these lawmakers, you know, they can bend the laws a little bit. Like you should be able to remove, because when I come home, listen, if I come home to my property that I'm renting out, I don't know you're a squatter. So I fear for my life. Boom. I don't know nothing about that squatter stuff. I'm going straight. They say you go straight in the crib and you just see this dude in there, you know what I mean? I'm not asking you nothing. Blow, cacao, cha. You know what I mean? I don't know who this dude is. You know what I mean? I had came home and seen this earthy this earthy booty scratcher smoking incense, lighting up joints in my crib. You know what I'm saying? And I shot him allegedly. You know what I mean? So, yo, you may have to remove these people with unconventional means. That's gonna be against the law, but I mean, you break it in my crib, especially if I see you break it. Like, listen, if I see you now, this may be a real deterrent. If the house is unoccupied, you got to put cameras up. Put the cameras up, because put the cameras inside too, because it's gonna see this dude breaking in. If you catch the squatters breaking in, you definitely can go run down on your crib. If you got them on camera breaking in your crib, and you just say you at work, you be like, yo, they breaking in my crib. Then I'm about to rent out. You definitely could go run down on a squat, like on the pre-squat. I'm calling it a pre-squatter. You definitely could go run down on them. If I'm watching you breaking my crib, like, because the problem is, by the time you find out, they already in there chilling, talk about, yeah, I'm a squatter. But if I catch you breaking in my crib at the time, you got to get up out of it. Now, if I see you, you know, this is probably spur of the moment. But if I got enough time to see you on the camera, no, I'm going in there like this. This might be spur of the moment. If I got more time, no, I'm going there with this joint. Yup, I don't give a fuck about your squatters' rights. Get the fuck out of my crib. More people might have to do that. You know what I mean? Don't give me listen, don't 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 have me looking on the camera and I got time and I see you breaking in my crib, then I'm about to rent out. No, I might catch the case for that one. I might catch the Chizzo. You know what I mean? But look at your laws. One thing I am going to do before, listen, hold up. I'm gonna type in. Now I'm in Philadelphia. Squatter rights and hold up. Let me see. Let's see something. Squatters rights in PA. Let's see something. Let me see. Hold up. Let's see what's going on. So you know what I'm looking? I'm looking up squatters' rights in Pennsylvania. Let's look up squatters' rights in Pennsylvania. Yeah, that's crazy. Hold up. So it says in Pennsylvania, squatters' rights refers to adverse possession where a trespasser can claim ownership at the 21 years of continuous. It says at the 21 years of continuous open hostile without permission. It says 21 years. It says trespasser can claim ownership at the 21 years of continuous open hostile is basically without permission, exclusive, actual possession, often paying property taxes, but removing them usually requires a formal, it says ejectment, a formal ejectment lawsuit in court. Nah, bruh. No, you got to get up out of there. But it says, in Pennsylvania, it says key requirements, adverse possession in PA after 21 years. So it says must make efforts to pay property taxes. So they got to be really smart to try to get around this. And it says physical use of property. Physical see, you gotta have cameras, you gotta get some cameras. But in PA, it just don't look. It says 21 years of continuous open hostile, exclusive, and actual possession, often paying property taxes, but removing them usually requires formal ejectment lawsuit in court, not just simple eviction notice. So you can't evict them. You got to go to court. And it says through recent legislation efforts aimed towards streamlined removal. So PA is kind of like they got to go through a little bit more to be squatting. But in Georgia, yeah, y'all listen, I ain't want to, you might have get some niggas to get them out of there. In Georgia, if you got a property, you better all get some YNs to get them up out of there. You know what I mean? They ain't listen, they don't want that smoke. Like, yeah, are you squatting? You need the squatters to take over the squatters. Like, no, we squatting in here. You go get somebody else to take over, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what you do. You get some YNs, like, listen, I'm gonna pay y'all. This gonna be y'all hangout. Yup. That's what you do. You get the squad, you get some squatters to take over the squatters. That's what you do. But yo, this is your boy Post. I keep saying Post, not remembering I got my damn government on this. My alias is Post. That's like my stage name, but this is the Richard Allen Show. This is actually my name. I'm so used to saying Post all the time. So listen, if you like, share, subscribe on the bottom, it's the Richard Allen Show. I want to talk about different topics. I'm going to be bringing people on live because my buddy that I went to college with just dropped a book, and it's a motivational book. I'm going to do a whole show. You'll see who it is and what we're going to talk about. I'm gonna do a whole show about the book. I'm reading the book. I just ordered it on Amazon, but I'm gonna put everything up. We're gonna do a whole show about it. I'm gonna put the book on the screen. I'm gonna leave it in the chat. We're gonna do it. I really want to do some some not motivational, but some positive things. All of this news is all negative. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I know positive people in real life doing positive things. Right now, I surround myself. I made a decision, and this ain't no New Year stuff because I don't really all that New Year stuff and all that. We got to do this. If you're going to do something, you need to do it all year round. Ain't no New Year's resolution, but I could listen. I could count on one hand. This is what my circle is on one hand. My circle is on one hand. You know what I mean? Some real positive people. Some of them graduated college. Some of them made. That don't really matter. But like positive energy is key. And especially like if somebody wants to be positive long term, all them people that's not positive, I cut all of them off. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm done. We done, son. Time to grow up and be a man. You know what I mean? I don't got time for all the little boy stuff and all that. Like positive energy. Let's invest. Let's get some money, stuff like that. That's what I'm on right now. You know what I mean? Now, I'm going to bring my buddy on. I'm gonna bring him on a couple different shows because we got a whole book, and we're gonna break down chapter and chapter of the book. And we're gonna go through this, and it's a motivational book, on some things that will help you out through life and that type of thing. I seen some stuff right away I need to work on. So we not saying like, oh yeah, for y'all out there that ain't perfect, you need to work on stuff. I see some stuff I need to work on too. So that's why I want to bring my buddy on. And then I don't want to sound all corny and all, but it is what it is. You got to take your journey in life, and you got to try to do things more positive and more intentional and have better results and stuff like that. But I want to get more stuff like that on my show. I don't want to just talk about politics and axe murderers and stuff like that all the time. We're going to talk about real life people doing good things in real life, and those going to be the vibes coming up for a lot of my shows. I really want that to be the vibes. That's not going to be the vibe every day because that's not realistic, but I'm pushing to do more of those type of shows and interview and talk to more types of people doing positive things. You know what I mean? But I'll show you that book. This is my roommate in college. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that went to college, you lived in the dorms, you had a roommate. This is my roommate in college that I'm gonna bring on with his book. and he's gonna tell you why he wrote the book and everything about the book. You know what I mean? Listen, this is your boy Richard Allen. I'm out.